So there's Matilde from Georgia, USA. There's Gabriele with love from Kuala Lumpur. And Jan from Holland, love from Holland. Monica says hello from Italy. Maria from Argentina. And Joan from Spain. Namaste. Namaste. I bow to all of you. Here we all are. We're all human. And there's this beautiful opportunity to come together and know this deeply and know this both as separate beings with separate minds, and know this also in this vastness, in this oneness.
It's a great way of having a satsang and hearing different teachers saying the same thing, but just in a little different way.
Yes.
And that's, I think it's great, because now I have my teacher, and that is Muji. And I knew Gangaji also because I listened to YouTube videos. But now I heard even more people say in different words the same pointings. And I think that's really great to do it this way.
That's what I so appreciate. You know, it's like a bouquet of flowers. I mean, it's all about the same thing, really. But then one teacher kind of comes at it this way, and another teacher comes at it that way. And as we hear these different, slightly different ways of speaking essentially about the same thing, you know, we appreciate it so much more. It's like looking at it from different angles, and you know, we get something from the way one teacher talks about it, and we get something else from another teacher, and so it just all comes together.
Rather than making it black and white, true and not true, when you instead make it, you know, endless shades of gray. Truth, less truth, less truth, less truth, more truth, more truth, more truth, then it dissolves even that final duality. That sense that somehow formlessness, the pure potential, the pure consciousness of being is somehow separate from all of this form, all of this you know, experience that we have as individuals. All of it, everything down to the most petty little thought gets included in the truth.
Like you say, meeting all of that directly. And then what opens up is a more of an unfiltered experience of connection between people and presence, which is hard to put a word on, but it's certainly different than I think that the way our culture talks about love, and you see it in the movies. I was just watching, I was at the Cinema Diverse, the gay film festival in Palm Springs yesterday, and the way that love is often characterized in film is either it's sexualized, in other words, I love you and I'm in love with you and I'm sexually attracted to you, or it's I love you because you agree with me, you know, like you have a similar mindset in mind, therefore I love you, but I don't love the people that don't agree with me, you know. So all those things kind of, when all those things are met, and we kind of realize that it's not really ultimately about agreement and disagreement, and it's certainly not about sex and romance, although that's a kind of love that we can have. It's about meeting our experience. If on some level I don't like my experience, if I don't like or love, if I can't be with this feeling that's here, or these thoughts, it's going to be hard to feel love when I'm with you. If I'm rejecting my inner experience in some way, my so-called outer experience will be rejected on some level. So I feel like the more that we love, and love is a word, you know, I don't know, allow, first of all, allow our experience to be as it is and meet it directly. The easier it is to talk about love in this other way, which is, it's more natural than love that's natural, you know, that It's a hard topic to talk about, but it's a felt experience.
Experience can be fully chaotic, but the peace is in knowing that whatever chaotic experience is here, it can never touch who I am. And that's not an experience of not being touched. And it's difficult to explain this, really, because for the thinking, for the mind to hear this, it sounds like an experience of kind of somehow being distant and beyond it all, not being touched by this stuff. But actually it's the opposite. It's being totally touched. Totally without any safety anywhere. It's not like I'm standing out here kind of in this peaceful state watching this anger in front of me. It's not like that at all. It's just the anger. If there's anger here, there's just full anger. No safety, no position to stand in it at all. Just chaos. There's no me and the anger, it's just anger. The whole body would feel it, and everything would be felt as in a very strong and intense way.
If you confuse personal love and transpersonal love, then it matters, and then you will start to fight for love.
Do you want to add to that, Padma?
No, I was just thinking that was funny in itself, to fight for love, right? I mean,
Yeah.
who's gonna win? And what exactly? Yeah, but oftentimes, of course, that is the tragedy of like normal relating, right? That we end up fighting for love, which is just absurd in itself.
Well, I feel like you said it earlier. You said you had to finally just trust the unfolding, and in that, what I heard is you were saying, trust yourself. Which doesn't mean trust your thoughts, doesn't mean trust your emotions, doesn't mean trust your agenda or your co-creation, but to trust this mystery that has called you, has actually called your name, has touched you. And the more quickly you can surrender to that, the more fully you can say yes to that, the bigger the reward.
I met non-duality about 2 years ago, and I felt in love with this message, this vision.
And you know, Monica, that's often how it works. You know, somehow there is something in us that says yes. Wow.
Really. Yes. It's this is it. This is so beautiful. I have to have more of this, as much as possible. More and more. And
there's a phase of just soaking that in, you know, taking it in so full, being so open. And sooner or later it'll have its way with us.
Feels like such a relief to be able to connect with present beings that I don't get a chance to encounter where I live in Poland.
It's so supportive to us and to others, you know, this coming together to share truth. It nurtures, you know, it nurtures us so deeply, and it allows us to fall into truth and being so much more deeply. And the beauty of doing this online is that people don't have to travel. You know, sometimes we're quite isolated where we live. I mean, there's no people around us that we could join for satsang or for meditation even. And So in this format we can come together in this love of truth and this love of being, this love of love.